As dawn broke, the peace and serenity of this beautiful Ugandan morning was shattered by the bellow of a wild animal.
Clarkson! Preceded Alex Ferguson as manager of Manchester United.
Kenny Dalglish.
Was it Ron Atkinson? He's a local builder.
Did he play Mr. Bean?
Sorry to interrupt, but I think Hammond really loves that Mustang. What is he doing?
In 1969, year I was born, which legend scored what was claimed as his 1,000th goal?
George Best.
Peel.
Pele.
Very briefly, then we turn west across this island, then we're going across here, which is Frozen Sea, which will be quite smooth and easy, onto this, which is Bathurst Island. Now, there could be a couple of ravines and so on. It's quite mountainous here. But once we've got across there, there's a checkpoint here where fuel has been dropped for us.
Don't need that.
Obviously.
Dog food, cannon meat.
But I'll do.
Yeah, a little bit of all that sort of stuff.
James!
Clarkson!
How long is it since you were in a sailing boat?
There's a boat there called Hey Presto. Oh, there's a boat right here called Puffin. Hello, Puffin.
And then we go again across Frozen Sea, which should be fairly easy, except maybe for the odd pressure ridge, which has been built up by the force of ice coming down from the north, and maybe the odd ice boulder field or so on. Then we continue, we have to skirt around this island, but we cross the land here, and the magnetic North Pole is there, approximately 400 miles away.
Good.
Any questions?
No.
But what you're saying is we leave here and go north for a bit.
Pretty much, yeah.
What was that?
I was getting on my seat.
Oh, so I thought someone had run into us.
What I'm interested in is, what's that area called as we cross Bathurst Island?
Oh, the Réserve Nationale de Faune de Polar Bear Pass.
Why is
That
it called Polar Bear Pass? In my mind, it's a pass full of polar bears.
That's exactly what it is.
If we've made it to there, we're in with a good chance. But there is still, of course, the possibility that, well, as much as 100 yards.
Maniac.
That's the last service bill.
Hey? 50... I misread that at first. 15,000? What did we do, buy you a Golf?
Why do you think, everybody, Reliance was so popular at North?
Watch this.
Cock.
Cock ignorer.
James didn't take the news well.
Look what you've done to my bloody shed, man!
Watch this.
Oh, cock.
And the jingles Richard had brought along were dreadful.
So you think of this one, lads? It's great.
I've been driving in my car, listening to Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh my God. Hammond! Which is why we've come to Kerry Katona's front room. Oh, it's so lovely, this.
Park. Most popular gear in Uganda.
Captain Slow.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
How you doing?
Living up to my name. Thanks to your city.
Hammond. What? Shall we film these and then put them in our programme for later on when we show it?
Go and boil your head.
If you've just joined us, if you've just joined us and we're trying to cross a river, we will be doing it in lorries, but right now I'm doing it in a certain tide. Problem here, we still not be looking. I'm not. Can we just get that a little bit down? Now this is odd. This is really odd. Hammond, how's that possible?
Too deep. Too deep.
I'd heard about this. They make shoes out of old tyres. I'd love to get some Pirelli P7 shoes. Look at that. It's good, clever. The car has so many uses, doesn't it? Yes? For me? For me? Will that fit? These are great. I've got one on my office desk.
I'll wash up then, shall I?
Yeah, you wash up. We'll just make sure there are no insects to irritate you.
Insects.
Yes! Look at them
Oh,
dying!
yeah, there's one there.
I like this as a game.
This is a fantastic game.
Insect tennis. Dear BBC. Committing suicide.
Did he just fly into it?
It just flies into it. It's because the flies are not bright. Oh, God, this Nile beer is...
Oh, excuse me. Yes!
Oh,
Did
good
you see
shot.
that?
Yes.
There he is.
Thing is that...
Yeah, oh!
That's because you hit the lamp stand,
No,
you idiot.
I've got millions of them.
Hammond was saving you.
Can I just explain to you viewers about the problems we face in our lives? Our moronic minicam operator has mounted it there. So every time I put my head up, I've gashed my face off. I'm going to put it in his underpants today.
Oh. I think what I might do is air it out.
Oh. Oh, I've got a design fault.
It's gone! It's completely gone! Completely sunk!
Completely gone!
It's a mild stimulant, garnished with cricket. Oh, what we with? Cricket?
For hours and hours.
No.
I don't feel I'm not getting a buzz.
Oh, good.
I'm getting nothing. Oh, Cal, I'm hallucinating. This is horrendousness, you.
They haven't put a nut in mine, they put a pebble. I'm just smashing my teeth up. It's not just a pebble.
I'm getting nothing.
Oh, well,
Can't we just sniff glue?
it'd be a lot
We're
like
bound
it.
to sell it.
Have they got crystal meth? Well, I'd rather break bad than eat
Find
this.
some heroin in the back of my
Ooh,
truck.
I'm getting some chili.
I want nothing.
Oh, shit. Got down my tie.
And went on a 4-hour journey to the nearest hospital, leaving Jeremy to walk his horse to the next village to get fuel.
You see, this is why you're no longer of any use to anybody, because of fuel. Yes, you see, cars are better than you. Hello, can I buy these jerry cans? Yes.
I don't like heights. I don't like camping.
I don't like snoring.
Anyway, should we get on?
First, though, we had to sort James out.
Yes, that's it.
Don't move the tackle up in
They're wrong!
Nice work, Hammond.
Ow, ow.
They used to make mattresses out of that stuff, apparently. It's comfortable.
Did
Yeah. Look, he's nesting! Look at that!
Who here would like an ice-cold beer?
Well,
I'll give
yeah,
up.
obviously.
Hamo.
Yes? Oh! Oh, yes, please. You have a customer for that.
Oh, you haven't seriously got some.
Ice-cold.
Where did they come from?
Excellent work.
Well, as I keep explaining, officers like to look after their men. And I'm a working officer, thinking of his men. I got your gin and tonic last night. I thought this would be better today because it's hot.
That's tremendous.
That is good officership, that. Cheers.
In a weird way, this is one of the most enjoyable beers I've had for a long time.
It is.
Because I feel I've earned it. I know I appear to be just lying down, but I've had to build the bit that I lie down on.
In a place where you would not have been able to lie
Exactly.
down.
Why the bloody hell won't it turn round? Ow.
I can explain, using this, why 563 horsepower in my car is better, much better than 562 in yours. 1 horse difference, yes?
Yeah.
The horse and the buggy. Remove the horse, useless.
Yes.
So 1 horse makes all the difference.
Yeah, if you've only got one.
Your logic,
But you're taking
Jeremy,
away 100% of the horsepower, which you're not doing by taking 1 away from me.
1 horse.
Your logic, Jeremy, is different to other people's, isn't it?
It's a very,
entirely different.
That's a very polite way of saying wrong.
Anyway, this is exquisite. $15,000, these.
Are they?
Really? I love them. Absolutely fabulous.
Headlamps, indicators, hazard warning lights.
It's quite nicely done, I have to say.
For local journeys, it's absolutely fabulous.
Is that a carbon fibre pedal? No, it
No.
isn't, is it?
Is that a goat? It is. I like a goat.
That cannot be a local car, because if it were, somebody by now would have written ish in biro. Trans-am-ish. I would. If it were mine, I'd write it on. Yeah.
Look at it.
This just plays rugby.
Seriously, no, honestly, look at the back of that car.
No, I'm not going to... I can't argue that it's...
This is what
Somebody
it does
look.
That's been styled by someone who's 12. Do you know what they styled this to look like?
The Lamborghini?
A medieval axe. And that's what it is. It's a medieval axe.
I'm not going to argue. It does look
It's from
fabulous.
the back, actually. It's
It is. This bit is spectacular, and the wheels and the relationship between all that is
say that
spectacular as
bit.
well. But that's as far as it goes. It's
because
It's a lovely
okay,
outfit,
McLaren.
mate. It's really nice.
McLaren is British, yes, and
Yeah.
noble.
Yeah.
Now this is Italian. Let's just look at Italian styling, shall we?
you know, the
This is like
similarities-
Woking.
Yeah.
It's like Leicester.
The similarities between this car and these buildings are endless. Weight, for instance, very similar to that one.
oh,
It's a supercar. When you buy a supercar, you don't want to think somebody somewhere has concentrated on this switch's ergonomics.
why not?
No,
You
listen,
want it to
this
be
is-
made out of the foreskin of a whale.
But
I
it
don't
isn't.
actually.
It
I
isn't
don't,
made
not
out
specifically.
of the foreskin of a whale. It's made out of the interior of an Audi.
And
I
here's
wanted to have the gear lever to be from the penis bone of a baboon.
It is.
But it isn't, is it?
don't think
It's from an
baboons-
Audi.
Do they have a
Baboons
penis
have-
bone?
No, whales have penis bones.
Do they?
We're getting off topic.
Probably
No, a
that's-
sperm whale
that's figurative.
has a 6-foot bone in its penis. And I like to think that this car is made out of shavings of that.
Having
I'm
a
sure
6-foot bone in your penis is quite a start.
Can I
isn't
just say something?
Yes.
I like to think that my car, because it's very technical, has an invisibility cloak and can levitate, but it can't. And yours isn't made out of the whale bone of a sperm, well, the penis bone of a sperm whale. It isn't. You may like to think it is. It looks
Did
dramatic.
you say
but it
sperm
isn't.
bone?
Sperm
He
bone
did,
of a
yeah.
penis
He
whale.
did. He did say that.
But it
Is your
isn't,
sperm
Jeremy.
bone
Let's
boneless?
just move on
No, I
from
don't
that
wanna get-
thought.
No, this is this square that moves about.
It's a bit silly.
It's fantastic. Look at
You
it.
had
Isn't
a
this
Lamborghini,
square
didn't
that
you?
moves about? What on earth are you talking about?
When you want a sausage, what country do you go to for that? To get the best sausages?
Germany.
Exactly. When you want a burger, where's a good place to go for
America.
a burger?
California.
When you want a supercar, where do you come? Italy. Not this massive boot, in which there is my suitcase. May,
Hello?
what are you doing?
It's a bit awkward.
What is?
Well, I can't find the key fob for the keyless go thing. I had it earlier.
Well, obviously you had it earlier because you've driven here.
Well, that's what I mean. It's still in there.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, because it's still. I can still turn it on and off. Look, it works.
So the key, it knows the key's in there.
Yeah, it is. It was. I put it on there, but at some point it's fallen off and it's gone underneath. I can't
Are
find
you
it.
sure?
Yeah. Well, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't have worked, would it? I'd have.
I want to drink, James.
I know. But if I can't find it, I've got to live in it
How does the door begin?
like that.
Is it in a glove box?
It hasn't got a glove box.
What do you mean it hasn't got a glove box?
Well, it doesn't have one.
Well, what was Ron Dennis
I
thinking
don't
of?
know. There's lots of
And
things it hasn't got.
The other thing as well is, why do cars have these now? Because where do you put them when you're driving along? What's the matter with pushing them into a slot in the dashboard and then turning them to start the car? Why do we have this?
Well, I don't mind having that.
I do, because nowhere to put
Yeah,
it.
but that's the thing. It just needs like a magnetic thing or a piece of Velcro or something. But I put it on there, look, and I must have gone round a bend and it fell off. And I have no idea where it is. But it means I can't park it though, because it won't lock. Anybody could just get in it. And...
But if we blocked it in with my car...
Yeah, we can do that.
You've got... Well, how do you get... Does the seat go for? Has it gone behind the seat?
Well, I don't know. I can't see it, but you have to electrically thingy it. You know the Ferrari F430 engine? What? It got a bit squirrely there.
Oh, I've had a crisis. Jiggle it.
I'm jiggling like a bugger.
But just... Now you can go down.
Oh, Jeremy!
I didn't mean release it altogether.
You just dropped it through the bloody car!
Maybe the trick is to sneak up on them and do it quietly. Right, watch this. Right, got you, go! How the hell does it do that?
It also has an optional extra on it.
It has air conditioning, yes.
Yes, it has something else.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
No, but I didn't do...
What this actually means in Italian is bell end.
Go!
Come on, little Nova, here we go.
Here. Oh, that's...
Gee, that was enormous.
Good news. I've done 100 yards and I now have another warning light. This one's like a yellow symbol with the car skidding about on it. I wonder, is it possible to clear diarrhea from an anti-lock braking system using a B? Because if it is, I'm definitely in the right place here. I got morning coffee, light lunches, cream teas, crafts, beeswax, but have they got anything for getting diarrhea out of an anti-lock braking system? Please drive in and browse. I don't know how to tell them. They're not bees. Sheep. I know that. You won't get any honey out of the back of one of those. Let's have some very good petrol. Primesti. Thank you.
Did you try your Romanian on him?
Or her. Or her. They didn't have any tangy, zesty orange drink, but they've got that.
Intense energy.
Burn. What is this? This not a can of petrol, is it?
It tastes like it's good for you. No. Ooh.
You can run an Aston on this stuff. I've just popped round the back of the garage for a wee, and I'm no gardener, but I think I know what that is.
And whilst Jeremy had been investigating the Bob Marley tree,
Great news!
What?
The days... They know what it is.
But this teamwork nonsense wasn't getting us anywhere. Ram me!
Jeremy.
Go, it's going to be dark by the time I get there.
OK, I'm very happy with the Buick LeSabre Custom.
How big's your engine?
5.7 litres.
7-litre V8 motor.
160 horsepower in the Buick.
It's 200 horsepower, OK? How do they get so few horsepower from a V8 motor?
I don't know.
And then if you're losing, you just go for the I've never used a tampon.
You're a bloke. That is a winner. That is a winner. I'll remember that tip.
Yeah.
I have.
You've used a tampon?
Are you sure?
You know, spillage.
Oh, mate, what?
Well, I had a bit of an accident on the cooker once.
Sorry, this is getting worse.
Oh, don't hear me out. When you're boiling something, I was doing something with milk in it, and it boiled over, and it goes in that bit at the back where you can't get your finger in. And if you don't clean it out, if you don't clean that out, it goes rancid and it smells forever.
Yeah, that's much better. That isn't. No, no! Why did he brake so soon? Though, does have a reverse gear. So, here we go. Beep, 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 beep.
Here he comes, ladies
Here
and
he
gentlemen.
comes.
Doff your hats, roll out the barrel.
Any old iron, any old iron, any old
iron.
iron.
I'm going to give it a full Sterling Moss!
Let's see what Jeremy has achieved with no money.
Blackboard paint!
Jeremy, you plot. You're supposed to put the underseal on the bottom of the car.
You probably think there's nothing to be scared of. You probably think you can handle it, like heroin. But look, I mean, I'm going 60 miles an hour, just a little cough, and we're doing 70.
This isn't a rest.
If I've got whiffy pits, I apologise, but it is from wearing slightly hot trousers.
What am I thinking of? I've got my gravel system to deploy. Watch this. Deploy.
I don't want to cup holder that badly. I mean, look at him, he's pretty pointless.
So that is a bit of a rise in the terrain there. Nope.
Well, paintwork,
Yes,
most of it is the same colour that it came out of the factory.
it is.
So I've given it 2 points for that.
Out of
15.
2.
Because Leisure Stig was so slow, even James was getting impatient.
Juddering.
Ow, 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 ow.
You'll like this, James.
There is Jez's back alley. Well found.
They're hot for James May right now.
I might as well have cut my penis off for all the good that did.
And when we finally did score, guess who was otherwise engaged?
Oh, cock. It was honest and simple. It was refreshing. It's broken.
I know you're supposed to give and not count the cost, but it was €4,000.
Eventually, we pulled over for a spot of Romanian lunch, where, for a change, Jeremy had an opinion on something.
Can I just say as well, James?
Yeah.
You brought the wrong car.
I'm not interested.
No, but it's true.
It isn't
We're
true.
supposed to be
What's wrong with it?
Because it's a supercar. These are ours are proper cars. They've got boots at the back, engines at the front. They're proper cars, but they're the one step up from the Mercedes SL or BMW 6 Series. They're that sort of car, not that.
So what can't I do in that car that you can do in yours?
You're going to be less comfortable in that than we are.
And you can't drive around without looking slightly like you're trying to imagine you're on a racetrack, which you're not. You're behind a lorry in Romania.
And every time you want to put a suitcase in it, you're going to have to lift the front up and you're going to get dirty hands.
I can't drive around without looking as if I think I'm on a racetrack, says the man in the Ferrari who spent their whole life going on about overtaking manoeuvres.
That's the point.
Nobody cares about that. Nobody looks, oh yeah, well that's a Ferrari, but actually it's a GT car.
Do you remember Georgians and Victorians went on grand tours in northern Italy? Did they go on sports horses or long loping horses?
This will be good.
They went on the train?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Georgians. I need to do the calculation to get it into gallons, don't I? Which is times divide by 4.45.
Yes, put it in the memory.
I don't know how you do that.
Memory plus.
I haven't got my
What
glasses
do you divide
on.
the gallons by?
Oh, God, you two are so hopeless.
4.4. No, gallons.
Right,
No, the
memory
litre
plus.
divide by.
Memory plus. I've done that.
Then clear.
4.45.
Clear.
Divide it by. James.
Wait a minute. What was your mileage?
4.45.
What?
What was your mileage?
Oh. What is my mileage? This is pathetic.
This is
what is my
hopeless.
mileage?
Do you divide it by 4.45?
What's that? Why have you made me? Okay, so it's
James.
126.
What to divide the mileage by? The gallons by
126.4.
If you've got gallons.
That's my mileage.
Right, press the divide button.
I've got litres.
which is that one. It's like a dash with a dot on
Yes,
it.
yes. And then what?
press memory recall,
which is that
your
one.
gallons, yes, and then press equals. And you should have a figure. I know what it is.
Divide my litres by?
4.45. Right.
Right, Hammond, since you cheated and hardly drove anywhere today, what miles to the gallon
And
did
he,
you
and he
know
wasn't
will
going
do?
very fast either. So.
It was the fastest car here.
So you weren't stretching your car. So
But it was faster
It
than...
was well within its own capabilities.
But it was faster than everybody else's.
You were cruising.
What is the miles per...
9.086.
9.1 miles to the gallon.
Yes.
8.0.
James.
Quite thirsty. Go on.
Is it?
Go on.
6.6.
Back. I've got it. It's not... Oh.
I'll hold on to your leg.
And the only way I can get over there is by lying on top of that.
It is getting quite difficult.
Hammond, do you mind if I lie on top of you?
Yes, very much.
You don't want me to
I
lie?
don't want to be pregnant.
It's all right, he's 53.
Anyway, it's illegal. Oh, this is illegal in this country.
I'm holding on to both your ankles. It's disgusting.
Right, I've got it.
Okay.
Right, give it a big heave and then I'll leave.
What? Don't give anything a big heave.
Give him a big heave.
Get it back. Get it. Get it. Hammond, get it.
I can't.
Hammond.
I can't reach it.
Hammond.
Actually, that's quite bad, isn't it?
Why did we put the short bloke reaching for the rope? Why didn't you do it?
Because you two are busy arguing about engines or something.
We will eventually drift into the bank, so it's not a massive deal. But then we're going to have to...
You're drifting towards the banks at the moment, James.
Yeah, but there's a bend in the river there. But it does mean we'll have to drag it all the way back to the start like a canal pony.
It's a good job you didn't let me pull my car on.
Not a happy spaniel right there, isn't it?
My sausage.
Oh, what a pillock.
Wasn't much help. Quite a while later, the first of my colleagues arrived with his afternoon tea delivery service. Hammond!
Shut up.
James was next.
Yes, do it.
Oh my God.
Are you being recorded so you can test if you would be good as a presenter?
No, I am a presenter. Do you mind?
Oh, it's just a crazy car. It goes mental. Yeah, it's just really silly. Sliding about on the snow. Oh, look at me, full of character.
Okay, I'll take him in the accent.
I'll do the bride's mother in the Porsche.
I wouldn't. Not on a
Sure?
Oh, I see.
Well, no, it needs... She'll be emotional, and I'm just what she needs on her daughter's wedding day. That's very nice of him. He just gave me a little push there to let me know he was coming past.
Well, the handling was terrible on there,
Oh!
so they were crashed a lot.
Oh! It's all over, mate.
Oh, God.